is a fractional CFO? Well, let me tell you.
Most business owners ask me, what is a fractional CFO and how do I actually help? And you can look online and you can get an understanding, but here's how I think about it. And I want to show you and share with you why I'm a fractional CFO and how I can help your business. And so for me, I've broke it down into 3 tiers. And so tier 1, emotions. What are the emotions that a fractional CFO at Meister Strategy helps you with? And the first one is overwhelmed. Business owners get overwhelmed from all of the data and all of the decisions they need to make. Another emotion that they get is anxiousness, anxiety. It's so common to be anxious with a business. And so how do we help? What is the second thing we do? We help outcomes. Outcomes for a business owner that has a fractional CFO. What is it that you get? You get to understand your numbers. Extremely important. There is so many numbers, and even just think about it right now, you're immediately thinking, my bank account, my analytics, my KPIs, my employees, my dashboards, everywhere. Anxiousness, overwhelmed. And so another outcome that a fractional CFO helps you with is confident decisions. We want you to have confidence when you make decisions. I've had so many business owners that before they start with me, they say, here's a few of the decisions I've made recently, and they were just rolling a dice. They were flipping a coin and they were getting lucky or absolutely getting eviscerated from that. And so what we want to do is remove that anxiety, remove that overwhelmed, because you're making confident decisions. And third, tier 3, how do we tie this in? What are the actual features? What are the actual deliverables that you get to reduce your anxiety, to help you understand your numbers? First and foremost, you're going to get a CFO report. A CFO report, we go through your financials, your income statement, your balance sheet, and we help you understand what's happening in the past to help you understand your future. The second feature you get is a cash flow statement. A cash flow statement really gives you confidence. And then when you're confident, you're no longer anxious. This really helps you understand, do I have enough money to hire this new employee? Am I actually going to make payroll? When you don't have that, it feels terrible. And third, my favorite, a strategic roadmap. And this one is a term that probably a lot of people haven't heard yet. But at Meister Strategies, a strategic roadmap is something that is super dear and important to me. And what this is this is saying, what are your goals? What are your dreams? What are your ambitions? What are you trying to accomplish? And furthermore, what are your fears? What are your doubts? And let's put that down. Let's put it on paper. Let's map it out. And let's actually give you KPIs, numbers, milestones. And let's say you have this goal 5 years in the future. What do we need to do to make sure that's going to happen? And then we go through your business. We go through your numbers. We give you confident decisions. For me, one of the saddest moments is I just recently talked to someone who's close to 70 years old. They've been a business owner for a very long time. And they look back and they say, I was trapped by it. There's so many things, especially related to family and dreams that they had that they didn't hit. And that's because they weren't intentional. They weren't writing it down. They weren't actually saying, am I going to hit this? They were hoping they would hit that. They didn't have clarity on, am I actually doing this? And ultimately they missed it. And so moving forward, what is the fourth feature we give you? We give you forecasts. And what does a forecast do? A forecast ties into your strategic roadmap. You're looking into the future. You're understanding what are the blocks and what are the traps that we can run into. And ultimately, you're usually not going to hit your roadmap. Look at today and today's current environment. With all of the tariffs, I can guarantee you almost every single forecast is going to be wrong. What it does is when you don't have these black swan events, it takes your thinking and takes all of that sloppiness, all of those assumptions, and it makes you put it down and come to terms of, is this true? Will this actually happen? And it really helps you understand what the things that can go wrong and right are. And so what does this do now? Tying this all in together is at Meister Strategies, if you're our client, and we're your fractional CFO, we're going to give you a CFO report, cash flow statements, strategic roadmap, and a forecast to make sure you understand your numbers and you're making decisions with confidence. And ultimately, when you're overwhelmed and when you're anxious, you don't need to be. With a Meister Strategies fractional CFO, we'll make sure you're a success in your business and you're getting to where you need to be. See you around.